Welcome to this screencast on configuring MySQL databases and tables for use as a DataSift destination. Our starting point is with a single MySQL instance configured in AWS, which has a single database. Our instance is called Screencast, and the database is called first_db. The DataSift platform uses an ini file to map the fields from filtered interactions to fields in tables and databases in the MySQL instance. See one of the previous screencasts for how to configure ini files. In this ini file, it's expecting tables called Twitter, links, and interaction. Inside the Twitter table, it's expecting fields called interaction_ID, interaction_type, and many more. In this screencast, we look at how to create those tables and fields in the database. I can view the current tables from the command line. In this window, I'm connected to the database. I can view the databases with Show Databases. And there's my first_db database. Then if I use my first_db database, I can show the tables. As you can see, this is a new database with no tables. With a good knowledge of MySQL, you could create the tables and databases manually. Let me show you a simple example of creating a table called Twitter, which has just two fields, interaction_ID and interaction_type. I could just copy and paste these commands, and that would create the table with those two fields in it. But I'm not going to do that for this example. There are already examples of the SQL commands available in the GitHub repository which match the example ini files. Here in the Push Schemas repository, I'll go to Sources and then Twitter. Here I have the ini file, which you'll recall from a previous screencast defines the mapping of the interaction fields to the tables and fields in the database. I also have a .sql file which contains the commands to create the correct tables and fields. I'll switch to raw view and copy all those commands. I'll switch back to the command line and paste these in. All the commands are executed, and if I use the show tables command, I can see the new tables have been created. I'll switch now to a graphical MySQL interface. This is an open source program called SQL. I'm already connected to the database, so I'll drill down to see the tables and fields. Here's the first DB database. It has a hashtags table, and inside hashtags I can see all the fields with their data types. That's our database correctly configured with tables and fields. Look out for more screencasts on how to configure the DataSift platform to now use this database as a destination, either using the web application or API.